You don't save any money in Dubai. Is it really true? Let's decode this in this video. As we all know that Dubai is a fast growing city in the world, and let me tell you, it's not the cheapest one. It is expensive and you have to have minimum income to sustain here. But how much is enough? We need to understand that better. So I spoke to two of my friends, and one is having a job with a handsome salary, and another is having his own business. Now, of course, when you are having your business, your expenses are different, and when you are on a salary, your expenses might be totally different. So, what is better and how much money you can save at the end of the day is the idea behind this video. I hope this will open your mind on understanding the expenses, and I hope you can plan your relocation to Dubai based on these ideas. I would consider, with my own experience, the most expensive is your accommodation. So this city is providing the best infrastructure in the world. You have villas, you have townhouses, you have apartments, you have penthouses. Whatever you want to spend on, they offer you. Now, how much does it cost? In terms of someone having a salary or whether you are a business, because the more money you make, the more lifestyle should improve, and perhaps that's why you're coming here, to improve your lifestyle. So with my own experience, I would say mostly 20% of your income goes into accommodation. Whether you're buying a house or you're renting it, it would be around 20% of your income, which is quite a lot, in fact, which is going into just the accommodation. Now, if you look at other expenses like your food, I would say 5% to 7% of your income would go in the food and expenses related to that. And what about recreation, outings? Another 5 to 10% can go into that. So, on an average, I think 35 to 40% of your income is going in accommodation, food, recreation. And then there would be other expenses. I would put them the miscellaneous expenses like your visa, your immigration, the government expenses. There are no taxes as such, but yeah, there is 5% VAT. And you do have expenses of your visas, your parking tickets. For everywhere it is regulated, so I would say another 10% you would be spending on regulations. So about 40% of your income would be going into all these expenses. Now what you're left with is still 60 to 50% of what you are making, and that comes in your pocket. But we can crack it further for a businessman. For a businessman, I would say that the whole thing becomes double or triple on the number of businesses he has. For example, if he has a clinic, he would have expenses related to the economic department, he would have expenses related to the Dubai Health Authority, the municipality. Or if he has another business, maybe he is registering medicines, so he will be registering through Ministry of Health. So your turnover should be double or triple that of a salaried person, because you would be paying salaries as well. So let's talk in numbers. For example, so I was talking to a doctor friend of mine who is making say 40,000 a month. So his rental, he's staying in a two-bedroom apartment, and he's paying almost around 120,000 in the whole year just for the rental. So it comes down to almost 10,000 a month. Almost 20% he's paying for his rental. And similarly, as I told you, about 10% would go in his accommodation, recreation, and the whole thing. He still would be saving around 20,000 if you cut off all the expenses a month, if he's making around 40,000. Now, based on that, you can also think for a businessman. Now, the businessman has to double his income. He cannot be on 40,000 a month. He has to make his turnover much more than the expenses. So in this term, like for example, if he was making 100,000, so he would be spending 20,000 on accommodation, which is a fixed cost, I would say, rather, and 10% on food and recreation, another 10% on other expenses. But he would be spending the same amount of expenses for his office. So basically his expenses are doubling. And if he's still earning 100,000, so he will just be left with 20% or maybe lesser. So his turnover should be the key factor in deciding whether he can afford his life in Dubai or not. So, considering all this and still making profit, a businessman should have a turnover where his expenses are less than 50% for him to be making enough money to live in Dubai. So, you have to consider these facts if you have to move to Dubai, because it's not the cheapest country to live in the world. If it is so expensive that 50% of your income is going in different expensive, why am I still staying here? Why are my friends here? There are many other reasons why would you like to be in Dubai. So after all this expense, which I feel is the same standard in the rest of the world, you are spending almost 50% of your income in taxes, and would be similar. But I want to ask you the question that does the other world offer you the same kind of security, safety as Dubai does? I don't know any country which can really offer that kind of safety, and I think that's more than any tax. If you a country can give you a secure life, a peaceful life, I think whatever you earn can go for that, because I can vouch for that you can live peacefully in Dubai provided you are meeting your expenses, that it is safe and you're not worried about that someone will come and fight, someone will come and waylay you, someone will rob you, nothing like that. You don't see that in Dubai. Now, that's a blessing of living in Dubai. Other than that, the country is providing you with the best infrastructure. The roads are amazing. You can buy the cars you want. You can deal in all kind of currencies like cryptos and basic currencies and international currencies. What else I like about Dubai is that you interact with the world here. You meet the world. You meet people from US, you meet people from Europe, you meet from Russia. Everyone is here. Of course, the Arabs and the Middle Eastern people are here, but you literally meet the rest of the world, which opens up the horizons for you more internationally. For the kids who study here, they literally know how to deal with the world because they meet people from different parts of the world and they grow up with them. So they understand cultures and different religions, and it's a beautiful way to grow up and a bit of beautiful society. Another aspect I see is the law here, which is very, very just for the expatriates. It's not that it's only favoring the locals or the people from the Middle Eastern country. With my personal experience, it is very just. There is a law of tolerance, which is beautiful law if you go and study about it, where no one can really question anyone's faith or religion, and this makes this country so unique and beautiful to live in. Other than that, there are many other reasons I would love to stay in Dubai. What is the best reason for businessmen is that it is very, very centrally located. So if you are in trading kind of business, import export is very easy and you can literally reach the whole world from here. And if you are into service industry, you are literally meeting with the riches of the world. The whole 20% of the elite, I would say, of the world is living here. In business, there is saying that your network is your net worth, and trust me, there is no better place than Dubai to build a network. You will meet who's who of the world here. You will rub shoulders with the riches. You will rub shoulders with the celebrities, the Bollywood, Hollywood stars, and this is the place to make a brand. So if you are reconsidering Dubai, just sort out the expenses, just sort out your profits, and come here with no inhibitions, because you will definitely get a podium to grow from here. Thank you.